If you study or speak Hebrew, you might have wondered what the rules are for using the soft versions versus the hard versions for bet, vit, kaf, chaf, pei, and fei. Please rest assured, my friends, by the time you finish this quick tutorial, you'll understand the basic rules of how to pronounce correctly these important letters. In modern conversational Hebrew, spoken by most Israelis today, we differentiate the sounds of these three letters by adding or eliminating a dot in the middle, called in Hebrew a dagesh kal. When these three letters are missing the dot, we'd pronounce them in their soft version, vet, chaf, fei. When these three letters have the dot, we'll pronounce their hard version, bet, kaf, pei. Wait, if I'm reading a text without Nikud, meaning those punctuation dots and lines, or if I'm speaking, how would I know how to pronounce these letters correctly? For beginner students, I would say that a very simplified answer would be, if the letter is the first letter in the word, it would have a dagesh, and we pronounce the hard version, bet, kaf, pei. If it is not the first letter in the word, we wouldn't have the dagesh, and we'd pronounce the soft version, vet, chaf, fei. Obviously, there are exceptions to this rule, but this is a good basic guideline. Let's look at some examples. אני כותב ספר על העיר גבעתיים. I'm writing a book about the city Givatayim. This is a city adjacent to Tel Aviv. Notice here how the kaf is pronounced in its hard version, since it's the first letter in the word. However, the fei and vet are in their soft versions, since they're not at the beginning of their respective words. אני עובד בבית הספר הזה כל יום. I work at this school every day. Let's see what's happening in this sentence. This is a soft vet, as it's not the first letter in the word. Here we have a double whammy. The first letter is pronounced bet, while the second is pronounced vet. Then we have a soft fei in the middle of the word, and a hard kaf at the beginning of a word. Before I get angry comments in the comment section, there is an additional rule. If the previous letter coming before the three letters we're discussing is punctuated with a shva nach, these letters would get the dagesh kal. But as this is a beginner's tutorial, let's just leave it with that. Here are a few more additional pointers. Pointer number 1, regarding the final versions of the chaf and fei, in modern Hebrew, they will always be in their soft version, as they obviously will never be used as the first letter of a word. In the Torah, however, there are a few examples of these two letters being pronounced in their hard version, but this shouldn't concern you unless, of course, you're reading from the Torah. Pointer number 2. These rules do not apply to loanwords we borrowed from foreign languages. Examples: ketchup, baseball, microscope, festival, and of course many other examples. Names of people and places in foreign languages: Philadelphia, Napoli, Zagreb, Philip, Albert, and of course many other examples. Certain abbreviations in Hebrew we read or write. Chak, Chaver Knesset, this is an Israeli parliament member. Natbag, Nemal Teufa Ben Gurion, this is how Israelis refer to Ben Gurion Airport. Tachbatz, Tachbura Tziburit, this is the acronym for public transportation. Pointer number 3. There are 3 additional letters that follow the same grammatical rules, Gimel, Daled, Tav. However, nowadays, only linguists pay attention to these 3 letters, while native Hebrew speakers don't really care. We just pronounce them in their hard version and completely forget about their historic soft version. In our cousin language of Arabic, however, these three letters still exist, where they have and use the hard and soft versions for each of these three letters. Keeping to this topic, Ashkenazi Jews in the English-speaking world pronounce the soft tav as an S, which leads us to the different pronunciations between Tel Aviv and Shabbos, where Israelis pronounce it Tel Aviv and Shabbat. Pointer number 4. When you see Hebrew written with Nikud, meaning the punctuation dots and lines, you'll notice that the dot inside the letter can appear in almost any given letter. This phenomenon is called a dagesh chazak, which tells a linguist when to emphasize a letter, but aside from them being written, Hebrew speakers just ignore their existence. That is all, guys and girls. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, yalla bye.